Have you ever been so embarrassed to change your clothes in front of your friends, in front of your peers, because you felt your body was not good enough? Have you ever been to the gym and you had to wait for everyone to leave so that you could also go to the shower and take a shower because you didn't want people looking at your body? Have you ever questioned yourself why you have the stretch marks and failed to understand the meaning of having the stretch marks and think that the stretch marks actually means that you're ugly? Have you ever had people tell you that you look so big and big was not beautiful? Have you ever had people tell you that when you're plus size, it will make it hard for you to find a man because all the men out there are looking for the slim and slender women? Has this ever worried you to an extent of trying to think, what can I do to look like their type that, you know what, men would love, that society would love, that my friends, or that when I'm with my friends, they won't laugh at my legs because of the stretch marks that they have? Has all these things happened to you? Maybe it did happen to you at the younger age. Maybe it happened to you after giving birth. Or maybe it just happened to you as you're working. Have you ever also had your boss tell you that now that you are in management, you have to lose weight so that you could look a certain way as you're representing the company? Now, if this has never happened to you, let me tell you, this is exactly what happened in my life. Growing up, I was always a plump girl. And I remember I started school at 4. Most people start grade 1 at 6 or 7. But I started grade 1 at 4 years old. And the reason was I was actually too big. And when my parents took me to the kindergarten said I was too big. So I had to go to school. And in school, I had friends, or I went to school with people who were 2-3 years older than me. Now, even with that, I still looked bigger than most of them. And I got bullied for the way that I looked. I remember, I couldn't even wear short skirts. It made me not even join the sporting team because they'll have to wear all these shorts and stuff like that. And I had to make up a lie that I had asthma just for me to be excluded from doing sports. But it was not that I had asthma. It was just I didn't feel comfortable to actually maybe undress or wear, the sporting clothes that others would wear because of the way that I looked. Now, this went on, into my teenage years, college years, marriage years. And like when you also get to that age, like where you're starting to date, you start hearing people, men want small, slim ladies and things like that. And I remember one day there was a saloon that I used to frequent in Bulawayo, where I grew up. There's a lady who saw me at the saloon owner, and she approached me one of the days and said, "Hey, have you ever thought of being a plus size model?" And I looked at her, I'm like, what? What is a plus size? Is there anything like that? And she's like, "I think you are beautiful. I think, you can be a plus size model." And with the excitement, it was like, oh, I've never had something like that. I'm going to try it out. So I signed up for this plus size modeling, and I got in, and weirdly enough, I was crowned the second princess. And that was so exciting to me because the following day I was on the papers and people were reading about me. And then I started to say, oh, so now I'm famous, but I'm being famous for being a plus size. And this was a beginning of like a shift in my mindset in like, oh, so I can be beautiful. And I tell you, during that pageant, they showed us that, there's a certain way that you have to dress yourself, a certain way that you have to walk as a plus size, and all that. It boosted my confidence. And after I've done that, I attended that pageant for 2 good years. And I decided, you know what? I think I'm going to spread the word to other people who, might have low self-esteem like me. And I started a sisters club, whereby, I had to try and build confidence in these women who are also feeling like, they were not worthy, women who start wearing baggy clothes just to cover up their bigness. Now, fast forward, I then moved to China. When I moved to China, now I had that confidence in me back home that, you know what, I was proud of who I was. I'm a plus size and I'm big and I'm beautiful. And I came to China, and every time I would be called names, the Panza, people would want to take pictures of my behind, right? And when I'm walking, everyone is staring. And it started to get to me. It started to eat into me. And to them, when you're plus size, what it meant was you are either not healthy, you are not eating well, you're lazy, and things like that. So it had nothing to do with anything. It was like, oh, you eat too much food, or you're so lazy, you're not healthy, you're sick. And that really got to me, and I was like, how can I tell these people about who I am and how proud I am? So I started Miss Plus Size International Beijing in China, whereby I put together women from all over the world who are based here in China to try and say, you know what, we want to promote the beauty of a plus size woman. And that happened. I did the first pageant. Now, why I'm saying this, I'll continue the story at a later stage on how all that happened. But today, I just want to speak to someone who might be feeling like, you know what, I'm too big, I'm not beautiful, I don't like the way that I look. And what I just want to say to you is, babe, you are beautiful the way you are. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Love yourself the way you are. Find the things that you can wear that will showcase the beauty of a plus size woman. It's not about, you're not going to get a man. I tell you, you don't have to cut your stomach for a man to love you. If a man loves you, they'll love you with the way you are. They'll love you with your stretch marks. They'll love you with your, with your big belly. But one thing that I want to say is beauty comes from inside. When you learn to accept who you are, you can do anything. I walk in buildings right now. I carry myself the way that I am. When I walk, I say it's in my hips. And I make sure that that presence is felt when I come in. I don't dictate the way that people look at me. And I just want to encourage you today that, you know what, maybe you're thinking of buying those pills. Maybe you're thinking of going to surgery. I've seen so many people using a whole lot of money, right, to go and look good. But why not use that money for something else? Why not use that money for your education? Why not use that money for your business? Or why not use that money for you to change the world? Things that we should be looking for right now is changing the world and accepting who we are. So I just want to encourage each and every one of you who might be feeling like, you know what, I don't look good, and tell you, you are beautiful. Just remember to love yourself the way you are. See you next time. Remember to click the like button, comment, and share this video. I'll see you guys next time. I love you all.